Welcome back, and today we're going to be doing a review of The Man in the High Castle. This is based on a novel from Philip Dick, and it's centered around the Nazis winning World War II. They co-inhabit the globe with the Japanese. Now, I'm not going to give away too many spoilers because I want to make sure that everyone can watch this review and then not hit any of the interesting facts and figures. So I'm going to keep it as brief as I can. It is going to be centered around a group of individuals that are trying to work their way into the resistance for one reason or another. Now, episode 1 is very fast paced, a lot of things happen, and it really pulls you into the series, and that's fantastic. Unfortunately, I'm going to start with the bad points in this series, and that is that really from episode 2 up to 6, it's a little bit boring. They really build on the characters, and they centre solely on really just two characters, and that's Juliana and Frank, and you really kind of get to know them individually, and you kind of go on a journey with them, and that's great, and that's really enjoyable, but it does get a little bit boring in some aspects. Now, I ploughed through and I watched an episode every single day because I still felt that it left me on the edge of the seat, and I really wanted to see what happens next. So going forward, you've got of note, and that's probably, do you know what, actually that was only the only bad point I could probably say about this series. Now, I'm not a history buff, I'm not going to go into what did happen back in World War II. I watch this series for what it is. The negativity that is around other reviews, I think, is just being very pedantic. Go into this series of just sitting there to watch the series as it is. Now, as you can see, Rufus Sewell plays Jack Smith, who is a very senior officer in the Nazi regime, and he is spot on this. Definitely one of the highest high points of this series. Another real plus is actually the costume designs, the set designs, the CGI. It really is spectacular. Every single scene is just breathtaking. Really is a joy to watch. Considering this is based in 1962 and they've got those set designs and costumes, absolutely spot on. Do you know one thing that, as I've gone through this series, is it does make you question about freedom. You know, what happens if things didn't turn out the way they did? What happens if the Nazis won? And it really gets you thinking and kind of grateful for what we've got now. And honestly, the twists and turns though in this, again, you think oh, I know what's going on, and you don't. I would definitely give this series a good 8 to 8.5 stars out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I'd highly recommend it, especially if you've got Amazon Prime. Really good series. I cannot wait for the second one. Now, this is my first review. I will be doing many more, so if you did like what I've done, then please hit the subscribe button, follow me on Twitter, and drop any comments